Well, everybody on Black YouTube's talking about P. Diddy, his domestic violence, his abuse of women, his um, butt naked basketball, all kinds of things. Drugging women and abusing them. All of this stuff has been done many times before. We've had all kinds. Bill Cosby, who was drugging women and then raping them, he was convicted. And we've had all kinds of people. R. Kelly, most recently. But we tell girls, you have to use common sense. You have to have higher standards for yourself. Don't do just anything for a buck. You have to take care of yourself. You have to know who you're around. If you're around the devil, you need to get out and you need to warn others about what's going on. Thank you, Cassie, for your lawsuit, which did reveal a lot of P. Diddy's activities and abuses. However, I was staying away from it because there are so many women who, despite all the warnings, despite all of the stories, they still want the money enough to get into these relationships and stick by these people. And sometimes they are threatened with their life or the life of their family members, or just severe beatings, other things that make them stay longer. It just seems to have always happened. You go way back in time to the present. I can name on and on so many people who have had this problem. But what can you do? So I didn't really get involved in this too much until I found out P. Diddy started a charter school. A charter school. Did you hear me? P. Diddy started a charter school. He says education is so important for kids. Well, P. Diddy has never been an advocate for education. He is a person who gets on stage. The men are fully clothed. He's running around the stage with women who are mostly naked. Then they bend over and they shake their rear ends at the crowd. And, that's his show. Not education, but he uses that statement because it makes him seem like he really cares. But why would P. Diddy start a charter school? Because most people who are seeking to abuse children want to get into the schools. A lot of teachers, we see this happens when they get into the school. They now have the ability to tell the kids that they're good people. They can get the kids in all kinds of compromising positions. They get access to the kids all the time, and they abuse the kids. And this is what I think is going on with P. Diddy. By starting this charter school, he had access to a lot of young kids. He could look at the kids. He could have access to them all the time. He could see what traits they had. He could see how hungry they were for money. He could make promises to the kids. He could abuse the kids and then toss them away because there are so many kids at his charter school. And he likes kids, 13, 14 years old. They would be sitting there in his charter school, gullible. Most of the parents wouldn't have suspected that he was going to use them for sexual abuse, or that he was going to touch them improperly, or that he's going to groom them for a sex life, or get them into drugs. And he's selling, all kinds of alcohol and using various drugs to control the kids, male and female. I was just shocked. These schools have to have some sort of evaluation process. Who is starting the school? What's their history? What kind of background do they have in education? Why would someone like P. Diddy want to start a school? He's not into education. He never has been. I think he started out as a child model. He started out in this crooked industry and has remained there. And now with his charter school, he has access to people's kids. And they are paying him at this school for his ability to ruin the lives of children that he and his fellow, what did I say, abusers can get in there, invite the kids to parties, invite the kids to butt-naked basketball, invite the kids to meet inappropriate women and do inappropriate activities. I am just so flabbergasted that this is what is going on. So what do you think? P. Diddy, charter school, giving kids daily access to people like this, and they are sitting ducks. The schools have to be better, and I think somebody in the Department of Education who gave him this charter needs to be held accountable, and all of those kids need to be evaluated for abuse. They need to have mental health counseling, and they need to be compensated for things that were done to them which cannot be erased, but have probably ruined their lives in the future. Are they on drugs? Have they been abused? What kinds of promises were made? What have they been coaxed into doing? Just really sickening. But what do you think? Like and subscribe. Bye.